Yes, as you can see, joining Workers' Party is a very emotional experience. Yeah, Mr. Chung. Yeah.
You're personally saying. So, what do you think has happened to bring about this maturity? Is it?
I don't know. I mean, you see, we have a dominant party, a dominant executive. Is willing to let go, things will be better.
So they have let go, you say?
I suppose so, yes. We won't know because there's still, some way into the polling day. I do not know where I will be, whether I'll be a lightning rod to them. Yeah? How hard is the lightning bolt going to be on me? But we have some taste of it already. Yeah, with our Mr. Chen. No, politics don't have to be locking hands and killing each other. We have a civilized, democratic society. We address issues that concern Singaporeans and people of Singapore to better their life, their lot in in society as well.
Okay, thank you, Watson.
Sorry, Mr. Chong, because I don't want to guess. There are many reasons why you might be emotional now, but I need to hear from you what exactly is at the heart of it.
What is actually at the heart of it?
Was it you break some relationship with
you said that your wife has objected to it so often.
So what is it that you want?
Business Times.
Politics is business.
What specifically are you emotional about?
Well, you see, when I bring up issue like this, it's at a personal level. It's not at the national level or anything. It's at a personal level. My personal experience in the microcosm of a family. Right? How the family member perceive politics in Singapore. Okay? And I know where they're coming from. If I fall, I would drag them down. If the hole is deep enough, I may be strong, but if I fall, my whole family go with me. You know what I mean? And I'm emotional because, not because I fear. If I fear, I wouldn't have joined. In my younger days, I've overcome many physical obstacles, climbing mountains, going down the islands, canoeing, and things like that. Nothing, look at me, I have no fear in me. But seeing my family to go down with me makes me cry. You know what I mean? It's not about me, it's about my loved one, how they would suffer if I were to go down. That's why I'm emotional because of that.
Okay. So you answer the question. So, how do you overcome your wife's objection? Or she come around to see it your way?
I don't know that. I mean, this is over a long period of time. Yeah.
So, why the Workers' Party then?
Sorry, why the Workers' Party? The Workers' Party has been around for many years. The last election, they were the most credible party. Despite all odds, they maintained their composure, all the attacks, Mr. Lau, Mr. Lim, how they handled, the other parties, trust and pairing. It was a very gentlemanly fight. There was no killing of each other. They were trying to knock them down, but they maintained the composure. There's a lot of maturity in the Workers' Party in the last election, don't you think so? And for that maturity, I want to stand with them.
Mr. I just want to be clear. Has your father-in-law and your wife come around to the idea?
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. My wife would divorce me, Yeah, that's what she said at the first. If you join, I'll divorce you. That's what she said at the very beginning. The last...
That was 2006, right?
Yeah, back in 2007, 2008, yeah.
As entrepreneurs, I'm just wondering whether you all hire any foreign workers and what your thoughts are on foreign workers. If you can give the proportion of foreign workers you hire in your company workforce.
Okay, for my case, I'm into this interior and construction business, so definitely I need foreign workers. But recently, due to the increase in levy, foreign worker levy and all these things, I think not only me, it also affected many other businesses, so small SME companies. So definitely, foreign workers levy has played a part also, to bring down foreigners in a way. Okay, so it's also in a way it's affecting the SMEs also. So for my case, yes, used to have foreign workers, but I have to let them go now because of the increasing foreign worker levy.
So do you support the changes?
In a way, no, because you have to see which sectors you need these foreign workers. Like construction line, you need foreign workers to do all the labor work and all these things. Because, for Singaporeans to come as labourer, it's quite difficult because the pay is not there. So you still need foreign workers. But in certain jobs, I think there are a lot of qualified Singaporeans to take up the other jobs. So, in that area, we don't need so much of foreign workers. So only that construction, yes, we still need foreign workers. Not only me, you can ask any of the SMCs, they will agree to this.
Okay. No foreigners, all Singaporeans.
How many workers?
Now the flower business only have about 2 plus 1 contract driver. I used to run a company with about 20, data broadcasting at the time. They are all Singaporeans too.
So, most of my master's trainer are foreigners. You see, as a private limited company, as a company accountable to shareholders, we are not a social welfare organizations. We maximize profit. When there's policy available to us to maximize our profit, we will do it. So when the government open up immigration and open up the doors to foreigners, the first thing in the shareholder's mind is maximize your profit. Goes for the lowest factors, lowest cost. And you can't blame them. I have a lot of friends, an accountant who employed recently a Malaysian account technician. And he makes comparisons. He say they are cheaper, they are more hardworking. So I asked him, I say, and they complain about Singaporeans not working hard enough and not excited to go to work. I say, for $1,800, do you expect these Singaporean workers to be excited to come to work? After minusing all the cost of, of going to work, the lunch, the transports, and minusing CPF, and what have you left? These guys are all professional people. They know how to stack things up. And then he was quiet. He said, why do you want to have more profit? Do you want to build a second basement for a driving range or what in a house? And he's quiet. Now, I'm not against him. There's another friend who said, we got another workers at Chinese National and they're demanding for overtime. Right? And there's no overtime, they bang tables. You see, for $800 or $1,200 plus their accommodation and so on, it's still cheaper than getting a Singaporean. And why do they work at such a rate? Because the exchange rate is times 5. For them, that money brought home is a lot of money. It's better than a graduate, even though they're a laborer. Malaysian working here, the pay times 2 is better than a lot of graduates out there in Malaysia. So now you can see there's competition, and it's unfair competition to Singaporean. But you cannot blame the employer. They are not in the social service. They are not in running a social welfare organization. They will maximize profit. Okay, so you can't blame them. The only way to do that is the government must change policy, and they have no choice. When they have no choice, then they start to look for locals. Okay.
How would you reconcile then your need to maximize profit and your political conviction?
There are two separate things altogether.
Who takes precedence?
Yes.
Who takes precedence?
What I can do as a politician is to go back to the government and say, your policy is hurting Singaporeans. They are driving down salaries of Singaporeans. Change it.
So you would support a policy that reduces your profit?
Yes. Because then I would have to test my mental whether I can continue to make profit with a higher cost of production. If I can't, who do I blame? Myself, isn't it? I don't blame the government because government have a national agenda to pursue. Right? So that's basically what it is.
Okay, any final questions perhaps before we end off?
Mr. Chong has already spoken about the kind of fear factor that he had to be confronted with when he told his family about joining politics. I want to check with the other candidates as well. You know, when you all decided to make the decision, was this also this fear amongst your family and friends, or even within yourself, about joining opposition politics?
My family responded when I joined NUS Democratic Socialist Club. So that was there was reaction, but it took time. And then so gradually, when I eventually joined Workers' Party, there was less of that issue because they saw a thing but nothing happened to our family. I don't know what kind of fear they were anticipating, but it was a good gradual kind of preparations for my family when I eventually chose to join WP in 06.
In my case, I think there was no objection. Just only all my family members were very supportive and glad that I joined the opposition party. So I think I got no problem with the Workers' Party. Yeah.
My family is 100% supportive of this. When I told my daughter I'm with the Workers' Party, she said, "All right," you know. And she went around canvassing for votes in her school. Okay, vote for my dad, vote for Workers' Party. So, all right, I'm fine.
Okay, no doubt there's fear in my family. Initially because of the bad publicity in the past, where every election there always be a negative news. Okay, but after I joined the Workers' Party, my parents is quite surprised when I hang the polo tee in my wall, and they asked, "Hey, you joined the Workers' Party?" I said, "Yeah, I do," but I said, "Why don't you just come down and get to know Hougang SMC? It's not a very bad place anyway, because it's a good exposure at the same time. Because joining opposition, at the end of the day, we must also think, actually we are contributing to Singapore growth. We as a citizen, we have the rights. We have the right and the choice to choose whichever party that we want to." So, after that, my parents came down to Hougang and get to meet up with Sylvia and also Mr. Lau. They are quite receptive. After all the hard work that they have done, and what Mr. Lau has did to Hougang residents is really impressive. And that's where the fear starts to rise down. Yeah.